Dragons with the ball. Dragons looking for a wide open three, which they get, and they bank it in. And we're going to have another full timeout.
The bank was open, so we'll take it with them, I guess. We'll try to wrap things up here. We'll be commercial free the rest of the way.
Yes, sir.
1:55 left in the fourth quarter. Gate City now leads by 3, 62-59. You are listening to the home of Blue Devil Sports. This is Gate City Sports Radio.
Whether you're headed out to the game or if you're just looking for something great to eat, stop by and see the outstanding folks at the Campus Drive-In on Kane Street in Gate City. Campus Drive-In supporting Gate City Athletics for over 60 years, and they have a tremendous selection of breakfast, lunch, and dinner items, and they're open 7 days a week. Also go in and ask about their new ice cream machine as well. So give them a call for call-in orders at 276-386-3702. Again, that's 276-386-3702.
You are listening to the home of Blue Devil Sports. This is Gate City Sports Radio.
Ladies and gentlemen, we're back. And if you had any idea who everyone might be rooting for in this game, they just played Rocky Talk for the school from Birmingham, Alabama, as the crowd went nuts. Here goes Dean in. Dean misses a wide open layup. That was big. Dean missed a wide open layup. 62-59. Dragons have a chance to tie as they throw up a shot. An alley-oop that's good by their big player, Etman. He's been quiet, but when they need him, he's there. Dean with the ball now, gets the ball over to Vermillion. Starnes with the ball now to Sally. Trying to keep it out of Dean's hands, but they do hand it to Dean. We're at 1:17 to go. Pass inside to Irvin. Irvin goes up. Oh! Pass falls out.
Are they going to get Etman with the foul? If they do, it's his fifth. That is 5.
They passed the ball inside. Edmond didn't see it coming.
Listen to the crowd.
As Edmonds is going to take a seat right now. As
that was huge.
Yeah, that was big. As it's good that a referee's not down here on this end of the court there with a.
Well, I mean that was a foul. It was. I mean, and again, that's his 5th foul. He's had 8 points here in that 4th quarter. We talked about that early foul trouble. He didn't play much in the 3rd quarter. And now Irvin goes to the line with a chance to extend the lead. 62-61, 1:12 left.
Yeah, if somebody told me that he would only have 8 points, I would definitely take that being a Gate City fan. As Irvin's at the line, makes the first one, 63-61. As we're starting to count seconds left in tonight's game, we're at 1 minute, 12 seconds as he makes the second. 64-61. That takes away that big lob pass inside. It's going to be more of a three-pointer, physical, who can out-jump and get the rebound kind of game from here on out as they drive the ball inside. Too easy. Tucker with the ball. That's their motive. Give the ball to Tucker. Here's our motive. Get the ball to Vermillion. Vermillion takes it in. Irvin takes it in. As there's going to be a foul. Got all excited there, and I concerned Vermillion, but Irvin had the ball, took it in a little off balance, hit the back of the rim, missed it, and they're going to call a foul on Zach on the rebound.
This game's going to come down to who makes the biggest mistake.
1 point advantage again. Wenonah going to the line. You know, they opened up 1 for 5 from the free throw line. However, they've made 4 of their last 5.
As you can hear the noise in the stands here. It's such a huge crowd here for a game like this. As he makes the first one and ties it up and motions to the crowd. So the crowd is getting under the skin of the Dragons players just a little bit as they comes up short on that one, and Vermillion has the ball. We're going to have a jump ball. And it's going to be jump ball. It's going to be both of them going to look like it's going to be Gate City. Oh, sorry. Sorry about that. I didn't get to do the jump that you all like to do. So it's Irvin throwing the ball in. The coaches were both arguing who should have possession, and I'm sorry. As Sally gets the ball, Dean has the ball. He does cross the timeline. He's looking to drive. He's going to take it in. Layup is good. 66-64, 30 seconds to go. Dragons with the ball. Dragons with a wide open three. Yeah, bang. They're up by one. As the Dragons, you could just feel that was going in. You could feel that was going to happen by this team. This is a seasoned team that has been through this before, and they're talking a little smack to the crowd right now, but 22 seconds to go, 67-66, guys. We're going to have the ball and a chance to win.
Big players make big plays, and that was big. Again, you talk about Sanders. He's not done a lot. He had 6 points early in the game. He hadn't scored all the way until in the fourth quarter, but he's got 6 big ones here. He's got 12 of Wenonah's 67. Again, as we're double bonus on all the fouls the rest of the way, as it is a 1-point advantage for the Dragons.
Well, the clock's in Gate City's favor. They have plenty of time to go down and execute a shot if they don't rush things. And if they run this correctly, there will not be much time left for Wenonah to bring it back down the court. They've got to show some patience here.
I can see us getting the ball at the half court and then calling timeout again. They're not going to full court press us, I don't think. Maybe they are.
Does anybody want to bet he'll take the shot?
I don't care who takes it as long as Gate City makes it. So Urban's going to throw the ball in. You got Dean. Dean with the ball. We're at 20 seconds. 19-16. Dean with the ball out front. Dean looking to pivot. Dean's going to take the ball in. Dean's going to make it. Gate City leads. 8 seconds to go. They're up by 1. Here come the Dragons. Dragons looking to drive. They're going to shoot inside. And they're going to make it. 2 seconds to go. Is that the ball game?
Ball game.
Ball game, ladies and gentlemen, as a pass inside is tipped by the Dragons. With 2.1 seconds to go, it goes in. Gate City unable to call a timeout, and the Wenonah Dragons win 69-68. A crushing, heartbreaking loss for the Blue Devils.
We'll take a quick break, come back, talk about the game. Again, you're listening to the home of Blue Devil Sports. This is Gate City Sports Radio.
With over 100 offices throughout Virginia, you can count on your local Virginia Farm Bureau insurance agents to be there when you need them most. Whether you find yourself in a fender bender, insuring your first home, or with a new addition to the family, our agents are ready to help you through every stage of life. Connect with your local agents, Whitney McConnell, Richard Helms, and David Reddick here in Scott County at 386-7411 or online at VAFB.com. Coverage provided by Virginia Farm Bureau Mutual Insurance Company and their affiliates.
You are listening to the home of Blue Devil Sports. This is Gate City Sports Radio.
When it comes to health, it's personal. This Health Minute brought to you by Premier Pharmacy. You were created from scratch, so why not do medicine?
The increase of Alzheimer's disease has captured the attention of many Americans. The aging process is challenging enough without the fear of declining cognitive function. The actual cause of Alzheimer's disease is still unknown, but there are factors that decrease the risk of developing the disease. Eating healthy foods, good physical and mental exercise, and some nutritional supplements have proven helpful in the support of brain health. Flaxseed oil, ginkgo biloba, and grapeseed extract are just supplements you can take to help. Your Premier Pharmacy pharmacists are especially trained to recommend nutritional options that will help to support your cognitive function and will not interact with other medications that you may be taking as well.
This Health Minute brought to you by Premier Pharmacy. 25 years of creating personalized medicine. 109 Jack White Drive, Kingsport. Find them on Facebook or stop by for a free consultation.
You are listening to the home of Blue Devil Sports. sports. This is Gate City Sports Radio.
And we are back here. 69-68. Gate City comes up 1 point short of winning their first round game in the Arby's Classic.
That was just a game that it was just knew something right at the end was going to happen, Joe. And we made our shot. We had our layup, and it was almost like the Dragons, wanted the ball for the last shot, I thought. But they just, I don't know how to explain this team that we just played.
Well, the slow start Gate City had wound up being the difference. Usually you don't think of the first quarter determining a game, but I really think it did tonight.
You hold their biggest player to possibly a season low, and he fouls out. But again, we did miss a lot of shots, like you said, Chris, way too many in the first quarter. But right at the end, they played tough. It just came down to who had the ball last.
Yeah, I mean, you can't put blame one place. Of course, Dean missed those shots early, but then he came alive in the third quarter. He had those 12 points in the third quarter alone. He finished with 26 in the game. Zach Irvin, of course, I've got him for 36. They've got him for 37. We'll go with the official book on that. He was 16 for 18 from the free throw line. And then you've got John Sally had 2. Drew Vermillion had 3. That was all the scoring for the Blue Devils. And tough draw. I thought the draw lined up actually pretty good for us this year. Again, a win would have got us to the game tomorrow night. Again, against the winner here. And but it wasn't meant to be.
Well, the school population's almost identical.
Yep.
The teams are really similar to each other, and the score indicated that. I mean, this really just as easily could have gone the other way.
That wasn't a well-disciplined team. There was a lot of isolation. They just, again, they wanted to beat you with their athleticism, and they just were able to make a few plays. But just like we were talking about, they usually had big blowout wins and were resting their starters in the second half. This was the first time they've been tested, but that's the first time they actually came alive. Was in that fourth quarter. They actually showed energy and hustle and a lot of electricity. They started making their threes. They missed a lot of threes early. So what do you have, Chris, for in terms of rebounds and steals for us?
Well, Wenonah wound up winning the rebound advantage, 27-25. Gate City had 3 steals. They had 2 steals. Of course, we had 2 jump balls during the game. But for personal totals, I had Bradley Dean with 4 rebounds and a steal. John Compton, who wound up fouling out, but he was the second leading rebounder on the team. He had 5 and a steal. Andrew Hensley had a rebound. Dondre Mack had a rebound. David George had 3 and a steal. And Zach Irvin, actually had to create another column for him on my tally sheet. He had 11 rebounds.
Hard-fought game. As my dad says, the winners tell jokes and the losers say shut up and deal. So,
well, if there is a bright spot, though, you got to think when it gets down to the state tournaments, Gate City will file this one away. They'll know what they did right. They'll know what they did wrong. Hopefully they'll be able to capitalize when it, I don't want to say a game never really matters, but when it really matters, hopefully they can learn from this loss.
And you think about that. Let's say that Gate City played, and I don't want to disparage anybody, but a Lehigh or a Mountain 7 conference team tomorrow. The difference between what they just saw and what they'll see in the district is going to be night and day, and they will be, like you said, that much more prepared, knowing and having the confidence to go toe-and-toe with such an athletic team as Wenonah is. And, of course, we wish them the best of luck as they move forward. Again, they'll be playing tomorrow at 9:30 against the winner of this ball game between Greenville and Orem of Utah. So we will be playing at 1:30, tentatively, I guess, if you will say, against the loser of which game is it, Rob? Of this game? So I'm sure Gate City will be staying around watching this. And so anyway, that's what we got going on. So let's take a quick break. We'll get a few final things together and get you ready for tomorrow. So again, you're listening to the James River Advisors post-game show here on the home of Blue Devil Sports. This is Gate City Sports Radio.